Hey everybody, this is your Digital Super Saiyan 3 back here with another video, and we get into the third and final part of my top 15 death battle fights, or death battle fights, yeah. So, continuing to give, this is the last time I'm giving death battle the love, and don't worry, I might return to doing something about death battle next time around, but this is my last time for right now. Number 5, Beerus vs. Sailor Galaxia. This is one of those fights that were released in 2020, and man, I gotta say, 2020 definitely released some awesome fights, and this is one of them. Beerus and Sailor Galaxia, battle of two destroyers from the respective anime universes. Sailor Galaxia from the Sailor Moon universe, taking on Beerus from the Dragon Ball universe. And my man Beerus gets the victory. I'm happy Beerus won, so I was actually rooting for Beerus. Just because I'm a Dragon Ball fan. But yeah, I'm happy Beerus won. Number 4, we go back to 2015, Iron Man versus Lex Luthor. You know, I love this fight. I rewatched this fight. Chuck Huber was voicing Iron Man in this fight, so that was really cool of Chuck Huber, who was the voice actor who plays Android 17 in Dragon Ball Z, and Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho. He's doing the voice of Iron Man, so that's pretty cool that we got him voicing Tony Stark. And he ends up dominating Lex Luthor in the end, coming out on top with that Endosin armor. Tony Stark is the man. I mean, it's a battle of two billionaires wearing suits of armor, and in the end, you can't count out the Iron Man. Number 3, Thanos vs. Darkseid. This is another Marvel vs. DC battle, but it was the best Marvel vs. DC battle. I mean, I had been wanting this fight for a long time now, even before Infinity War. And this, I'm pretty sure everyone wanted to see this fight. And finally, our prayers had been answered in 2018, in the finale of the 2018 season. And yes, I love the 2018 season of Death Battle. I would definitely rank it as one of my favorite seasons of Death Battle. But Thanos and Darkseid as a finale to that season was awesome. I mean, you got two gods just going at it, We knew it wasn't gonna be a no holds barred thing. We knew it was gonna be no holds barred. It was just all over the place. It was awesome. But in the end, my man Darkseid ended up taking the victory. I mean, making Thanos live so many different lives and having him die so many times. Now, that's the most brutal way for Thanos to go out. But in the end, it also showed us that the Infinity Gauntlet had its own limits. That the Infinity Gauntlet itself has its own limits. So there's that. So in the end, Darkseid took the victory. Alright. Now we go to the final two. Number 2, ObiWan Kenobi versus Kakashi Hadake. Okay, I gotta say, out of my favorite fights that took place throughout 2020, Kakashi versus Obi-Wan had to be my absolute favorite of the year. I don't know why I like this fight between a Naruto character and a Star Wars character. I mean, you had Obi-Wan Kenobi, who's a Jedi Knight, with all the Jedi tools of his knowledge of the Force, taking on Kakashi and all of his ninja techniques. I mean, no matter what Kakashi did, he could not overcome the Force, especially since the fact that Obi-Wan just could not run out of the Force. And yes, I know Kakashi could have also used his perfect Susanoo, right? Well, the thing is, it wasn't technically his. He only could use it once Obito took over his body. And Wiz and Boomstick specifically pointed that out in the fight, or after the fight. And in the end, Obi-Wan Kenobi got sliced in half by Obi-Wan in one final epic clash. And my number one favorite death battle of all time is Sora versus Pit from 2018. Yes, another 2018 fight on this list, but especially since it was the number one spot. Sora is... Okay, yes, I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. So yes, Sora versus Pit from Kid Icarus was a great fight in its own right. Sora and Pit definitely had one hell of a fight. I mean, there was just no denying it. They started off on the ground, then fighting up in the clouds, and then finally coming back down with one final clash where Sora's laser put a hole through Pit's head, and in the end, the master of the Keyblade ended up taking the victory over the Angel Kid. So in the end, Sora ended up coming up on top. Not only in this battle against Pit, but also in my top 10 favorite death battles. So in the end, Sora versus Pit is definitely my all-time favorite death battles. Would be my all-time favorite death battle. Maybe someday something or another would come and surpass it, but for right now, Sora versus Pit is the absolute best. Anyway, this has been your Digital Super Saiyan 3, and I will see you next time.